Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly, and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, and throwing that strike.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Grant behind the line. It's Lee. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. The short hands, it's Wilson. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Got a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Lagway. Caught near the sticks, it's Haas. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the one. The Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Alabama's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his...
Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On the ground, it's Young. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Makes the grab. It's Horton. Turning on the Jets. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! In the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. The RPO, it's complete. After 45 on his way. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Rebels! A great catch and run for 6.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Simpson. That's reeled in, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Horton. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Young. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. From the red zone, looking for a space. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Terrific job not just settling for the negative play and getting it to the running back.
Yeah, and you're supposed to go through your progressions, and you're obviously wanting to attack down the field and make a big play, but a lot of times when you dump it off to the running back, he can make something happen. And you're right, get something positive out of it instead of taking a sack.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. He got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Powers forward. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1-yard line.
And I think you still got 2 plays. Third down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the
Sneak scores it.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful playing a little bully ball with the big boys up front.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Florida State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wants to throw again. Looking for a huge play. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air, it's Simpson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Touchdown, Rebels! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to let one fly down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on third. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford.
And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. That's caught. It's Young. There he goes. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hale. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down.
That's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Makes the catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown tie. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Offense in a split backfield. They'll send the back in motion. And some room to work. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. DB's right up on the receivers. They want to throw it. Get it out on the screen. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. He got penetration to make the stop in the backfield, and they gave back that 4 they just gained. It's 3rd and 10.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Finds his man, it's Hale. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only 1 play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Hale. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pulls it in, and he'll step across the sideline after making a good gain on that one.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Gets it out quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a grab past the marker. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, running back gets the give. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
The Rebels can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Rebels are rolling down the field.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. He's got it down the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Haynes. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Unleashes to the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down 1 score. Time winding down. What is better than this? And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
That's caught. It's Young. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Now on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Line getting set on second down. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at 1 loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.